Hi everyone and welcome back on my YouTube channel. Today our giraffe is sitting in front of a box. What kind of box is this? Maybe you figured it out. Today it's about music. Music is also very important for the kids. It's important for their development, but also to learn to get to know different cultures and rhythm and etc. And I built these cajons. They're called cajon. Normally they're made of wood, but wood is kind of really heavy and also expensive. So these are actually cajatons. The artists call it like this because they are made of cardboard, but very thick cardboard. So you can sit on them, nothing happens. And this is a percussion instrument with which you can practice rhythms, for example, very well. And it's also a great accompaniment instrument when singing. So when we do Christmas songs, for example, or other songs, you have kind of a beat. I made several of them, so we're sometimes really a big percussion group. So this is very, very cool and very easy to handle. And also kids that are maybe not so talented in music have the chance here to succeed. The giraffe is holding now a harmonica. It's called Speedy and it's made of plastic and it's actually really made for kids. It is tuned in C major and has 8 notes. There is little point in learning sheet music in school if you're not playing a musical instrument, I think. Nowadays, unfortunately, fewer and fewer children play musical instruments. That's how everyone learns the harmonica from me. And these biddies are really, really easy to handle. You have the notes on it and the holes. There are only 4 holes. And you get a booklet. If you choose this one, which is called Speedy, you also get a musical booklet with songs that are made for C major. If you teach the kids longer, so one of my kids are now 4 years with me, then I bought them a Horner harmonica called Melody Star because with this one, you see, it has much more holes and so much more musical tones, so you can actually play more songs. But for the norm, if you have the kids 1 or 2 years, the Speedy is really enough because there are so many songs in that booklet, and you can also play together in groups. And in that booklet, there are also 2-part songs for advanced learners. So in 2 years, if you teach the kids only for 2 years, the Speedy is enough. If you have them any longer, I would choose the Melody Star or also a bigger one. You can choose that as you want. So I think this is very interesting that kids learn musical instruments. Music history is also important. I always introduce the children to important composers such as Mozart, Bach, Brahms, Beethoven, Strauss, and many, many more. And then we often also talk about the clothes and the stuff they were wearing at the time they were living. Last year, I did a big project on Antonio Vivaldi and his 4 seasons. We listened to the music as interpreted by Anna-Sophie Mutter. She's a genius on the violin and fascinated the children enormously. While listening to the music, the children painted, and so a collage of the 4 seasons was created in the handwriting of Vasily Kandinsky. Really great works. We sent the works to Anne-Sophie, and in recognition of their work, each student received a personal autograph. So that was really fantastic. And the kids, they were so proud that such a world star sent them a very, very warm letter, and for each kid, a hand-signed autograph. With projects like that, you get to know, or the kids get to know classical music, and they are so into the music while they're painting or while they're writing. It's really, really fantastic, and they are open for everything. We continued then. We then dealt intensively with instrument science and watched a symphony orchestra. Which instruments are involved? Who plays these musical instruments? How do these instruments sound? These were the questions we asked. The tuba solo player of the St. Gallen Symphony Orchestra then visited my class in the classroom, and he was playing his instrument, and the kids were able to ask all the questions they had. And then he invited us to a symphony concert in St. Gallen. The children had seats in the front row, which was absolutely great. And at the end of the concert, I asked the kids which instrument they liked the most. And I was amazed that the double bass and French horn were mentioned the most. The piano didn't surprise me because the pianist was fantastic. And at school, we actually wrote down, I can show you this in a minute. We actually wrote down the Symphony Orchestra of St. Gallen, and we were counting the musical instruments, and the kids learned how an orchestra was formed. Where are the violins? Where are the cellos? Where are the flutes, etc.? That was very, very interesting, and we had a great day in St. Gallen, and the kids learned a lot about a symphony orchestra and the sound of an orchestra. I think music is a never-ending story, and you can do so many things with the kids, not just singing, but also learning things from the background. I also did a big Mozart project, and at some point, I decided to go to the opera and to see with the kids the magic flute. But it's important to prepare them before so that they have the knowledge of the story and of the idea. And then kids are so open to any kind of music.